I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch theDove on our website or on our Roku channel. Well, officials say that Iran, the U.S., and 5 other world powers are close to ending the latest round of nuclear talks. The officials indicate that obstacles remain to a final agreement, but that the parties would be allowed to negotiate, continuing in a new phase towards a comprehensive deal by late June. Russia's foreign minister headed to Switzerland. He said today that he would return to talks if a deal were imminent. The warnings are strong and security is tight, but most drivers versed in the routine as thousands of employees and contractors stream through the gates of the National Security Agency. Well, the start to the work week came to a halt yesterday when 2 men dressed as women and driving a stolen SUV ignored officers' orders at a gate at Fort Meade. Police firing on the SUV, which rammed into a police vehicle. 1 suspect killed, another injured, as well as an officer. Whether the pair wanted to breach the perimeter of the driver-confused area is only part of that mystery, as they're still trying to figure it out. As authorities learn more about the mental treatment received by Andreas Lubitz, they're also continuing to painstakingly take the effort to identify the 150 people who died on the plane that he flew into a mountain in the French Alps last week. Workers with backhoes and tractors clearing a road to the remote crash site to help speed the investigation. Up until now, recovery crews have had to get to the site by helicopter and then been tethered to the mountains by local mountaineers to keep them from slipping down an unstable slope. Prosecutor Christoph Kumpa says their investigation has revealed that Lubitz had received treatment for suicidal tendencies several years ago.
He had, at that time, been in treatment of a psychotherapist because of what is documented as being suicidal.
Now, prosecutors say that they have so far found no indications in Lubitz's families, his personal surroundings, or in his work environment of any motive that might have prompted his actions. Last year, more than 10,600 children in Oregon were victims of abuse or neglect, and in southern Oregon there were 707 cases. While any rate is too high, the Jackson County Child Abuse Network is highlighting the problem as April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. Spokesperson Tammy Pitson says that while you might think of abuse as a physical injury, she says it's actually stemming from cases of abuse, and those stem from neglect.
When you think of abuse, you think of physical abuse and sexual abuse, and while those are present as well, the really highest occurrence is neglect. And neglect can be a lot of different things, and I think neglect is easier for people to turn away from than to really want to address.
Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene. We've already had a little bit of a wet morning, and for Northern California, there's a 20% chance of rain continuing, otherwise mostly sunny through Friday with a slight chance of rain on and off. As we move into the Klamath Basin, about a 20% chance of rain today, mostly sunny with a high of 48 both today and tomorrow, warming up to 57 by Friday. As we head along the Oregon coast, a good chance for rain really throughout the week with a break possibly on Thursday, a high today and tomorrow of 54. As we look into the Central Oregon area of Bend, a slight chance of rain today and tomorrow with the highs in the mid to upper 40s, then up to 55 on Friday. And for Southern Oregon in the Medford, Grants Pass, and Ashland area, 80% chance of rain continuing today, clearing out tomorrow, coming back in on Saturday. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date on theDove.